Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. They start the drive with Cook. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Play action now. Cousins. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Vikings! Go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up. Right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their own 26.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it out.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown.
Jamison Williams
with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions have moved out in front. Piñeiro now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Lions 14, Vikings 7. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On second down, Cook.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On third down, Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Lions have recovered. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And, Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball's going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Here's Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Lions 21, Vikings 7. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
This offense hoping to do better than last drive. Remember, they had the fumble that set up the short field, and then they gave up the touchdown CD.
And so many people talk about how you have to have a short memory after you make a mistake in the NFL. I don't totally subscribe to that, partner. I think that you have to remember what you did and figure out how to not do it again. Get out there and execute the next time out. Avoid those errors and get some momentum built back up for your offense.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Pass run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yellow.
Cousins now. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Aiden Hutchinson. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright.
Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful with this one.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Goff a handoff here to Swift.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Just beating the play clock is Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught at the 10. And in for the Lions touchdown.
When you think of guys that are built to be big-arm quarterbacks, Jared Goff, he fits that mold, and he showed it off right there.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Yeah, and that throw, my goodness, and even 70 yards through the air. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Vikings 7. Eddie Piñeiro center kickoff.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 33-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins.
That's a quick slant. He finds Adam Thielen.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 1st down from Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
17 more yards.
They go play action. Cousins.
We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. So they get the interception, and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old way, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick six, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Out of the gun. Gone. This is caught. Touchdown. Jared Goff with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon.
And the Lions continue to pull away here this first half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the route is on here in this first half.
Vikings 7. Piñeiro sent to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Vikings take over first down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing is Cousins.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
On 1st and 10, Cousins.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That one goes for 24 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Throwing, Cousins. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Cousins gives way to Cook. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well.
Hey, we're good.
I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
First.
3rd and goal for Cousins. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Lions take over 1st and 10. At their own 31-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
On 2nd down and 4. Goff connecting here with DJ Shark. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They'll fake the give. Now Goff.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
2nd and 11 now.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
DC, forward out.
Gone. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
Zadarius Smith switched teams, but never left the NFC North, going from Green Bay to Minnesota in the offseason. Had a back injury in 2021, but 26 sacks in 2 seasons as a Packer prior to that.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
13-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff.
On the slant, this is Chark. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. This will be caught at about the 6. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Eddie Pinheiro on now.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try.
He's got a man complete.
And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down at the 25-yard line.
A big play there, Cousins to Thielen, and even 50 yards. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Now Cousins.
Adam Thielen, back-to-back catches. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
A 7-yard pickup.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On play action, Cousins. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
1st down, and they go with Swift again.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
Goff now to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future.
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Play action. It's gone. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
And the Lions 1st down.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Goff on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. A lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
The kick by Pinheiro is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They go jet sweep here with Williams. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Two running plays go backwards. So what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? Now a play fake, and it's gone. And that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins, now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And this is taken in at the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Dalvin Cook,
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
and the Vikings get a bit closer.
The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion. This time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Vikings 23. Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And all the way up just shy of midfield before going out of bounds at the 49.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the